guys, thanks for stopping by. Here's a look at my vintage toy collection. I'll start out with Kenner Star Wars because it's the reason I'm collecting. I found a vintage grab bag of figures in a pawn shop a few years ago, and that was all it took. All of these are original. Need to upgrade my lightsabers for Luke and Darth Vader that are missing the tips, otherwise they're all pretty good. I try to collect as close to mint as possible. And down here I have my Empire figures. I think I need about 4 or 5 blasters to complete all of these. Otherwise they're all complete. And my Jedi figures. It's a custom Han Solo and Carbonite that I did back there. And all these are complete except I have my few Power of the Force figures that I have. I'm still collecting Star Wars. I don't have them all. So I need a blaster for my Luke poncho. And below there I have some Remco figures. Sorry about the glare of this light, but in the background I have some Lost World of the Warlord and a Conan the Warrior figure from that line. And the Warrior Beasts. Great line, I love that toy line. Skull Man. Need a bow for him. And below there I have some Kenner Superpowers. I'm not trying to collect this whole line, but just the ones I really like. Just recently started collecting them. Really good toy line. And back in this corner shelf I have just some different things that I pick up here and there at yard sales. It's the Fisher-Price Airport from, I believe, from the late 70s. It's things I pick up here and there. Some figures. That is an original Rock'em Sock'em robot back there. And on the top I have some more Star Wars. More modern things. It's a custom General Grievous. It's just stuff that people gives me or I pick up. I found that Chewbacca Build-A-Bear at a Goodwill actually. A few Lego pieces. This is a custom Yoda hut I did a few years ago. Then here I have my vintage Motu. My Spy Door. His gun is broken off there. The custom Trap Jaw figure. Spy Door does work though. Dragon Blaster Skeletor, my most recent pickup. A custom Leo Faker and Duplicate or Copycat, whichever one you prefer. Customs that I did. Over into the good guys. Still trying to fill some holes in my Motu collection. An Anti-Eternia custom that I did. Made a cat for him too. Castle Grayskull needs a few pieces to be complete. And here on this small shelf I have my Secret Wars. A couple customs there that I did, War Machine and Wolverine. Secret Wars was one of my favorite toy lines when I was a kid. A custom Magneto as an X-Men. And another toy line I really love. I didn't have these as a kid, but I would have really loved them. I was always a sucker for a translucent figure. The Saga of Crystar by Remco. I really like this toy line. I really want to get a dragon with wings. They broke so easily, they're hard to come by. Down here's the bad guys. And below there I have my little wrestling shelf. These NWA cans from 1988, really tough to find. Trying to collect all of those I can find. Had those when I was a kid and they eventually got thrown away. My Road Warriors from Remco AWA Wrestling All Stars. Need to pick up some more of this line. I really like that line. Probably won't try to collect all of those either, but I had to have the Road Warriors. And up here, my Imperial Dragons. Trying to collect all the basic color schemes for those. And inside this case I have my vintage G.I. Joes. All of my Joes are complete except for Airtight. I need his small hose and I need boarding hooks for Shipwreck. Still need Stalker, Grunt, and Zap. You collect Joes, you know Zap is really hard to find without broken thumbs. And here's my Cobra figures. Just recently picked up that Destro and the Spoiler. All of my Dreadnoks. Cobra Viper Pilot. And below my Joes, I have my Transformers, my Autobots shelf. My blaster does work. I try to pick up toys that, like I said, are close to mint, and I try to get them to work any function that they had. And then I have my Decepticons. Soundwave, Devastator, and one of my favorites, Shockwave. Soundwave is actually my favorite. 3 original Seeker Jets, 5 original cassettes for Soundwave, and the 3 original Insecticons. Below there, some of the only modern stuff I have. I don't have very much modern toys, but they didn't make any Silver Surfer toys in the 80s, so I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. Just recently picked up the 2003 Marvel Legend. And this is the HasLab that came with the Galactus. And the Obsidian Surfer, the Fallen One. And these cards from the 90s. Most of them are from the 90s. Inside this big case I have more Star Wars play sets and things. I don't have a lot of room, so I have to pick and choose about the vehicles and play sets that I collect. This one I had to have, the Ewok Village. It was always my favorite play set. Biker Scout down below. And over here my Dewback, Rancor Monster, Rancor Keeper, and my ATST, Jabba the Hutt, Size Noodles in the Rebo band. I have a few 90s Spawn figures. Just found these at a pawn shop, I believe is where I got these. Except for the movie Spawn, I bought it in the store when it came out. Really big Spawn fan. Looking forward to the new movie that's going to come, if it ever comes. And this is a Trailblazer from Jason the Will Warriors, made by Mattel. It does work and it's complete. One of my guns fell off behind the shelf there. It's hard to find parts for this. Some Joe vehicles here that I've picked up. Here's my Millennium Falcon. It's not quite complete, it needs a couple pieces. Then I have to say this might be one of the two toys that I wanted most as a kid that I never got. The G1 Megatron I just recently picked up this year. Wanted that thing so bad. Now I have him. Mega Supreme. One of my favorites. Vintage B-Wing. I found that in a flea market. And the other toy that I wanted most, the AT-ST. It is complete and original. Love the AT-AT, AT-AT, as I call it. That's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.